Welcome to the Encouragement Conquers All podcast with Justin Fatica, the podcast for people who want to learn how to be the most encouraging person on the planet and enhance their encouragement superpowers. Now here's your host, Justin.
You're one of the biggest encouragements I got.
Oh, well, that's good. I say the right thing? Wow. That's a big wow.
Well, 103. I like to celebrate you every time I talk to you because, like I tell everybody at my events, what you always tell me is you got to know how to get old. The hardest thing you're going to do is get old.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know that I was ever ready for it, but, I had nothing. I didn't think I was going to get old because nobody ever did in my family. So I'm out to prove something. I don't know what it is, but.
Well, you have to be brave to be old.
Oh, you really do. And you know what? The bravest thing that I find I have to do is deal with what's going on today. I don't understand society today at all.
Yeah, it's rough.
It is.
Every time I go out and
can decide to be good or bad or right or wrong. Is there anything right or wrong anymore?
Nope. Like I tell people at my events, we have to make a courageous stand to choose to do it as right. Not what we want. Not what we want, but what God wants.
What's the good thing to do is, yeah.
And
you're not the only one to be satisfied. You have to fit in and make things better. And I think I always thought that's what I was doing.
Well, you do that every day when I'm talking to you, and you do that every day when you talk to other people.
I do. I always say, I don't think too many people ever agreed with it.
Well, you don't say.
I got a call.
Oh, what were you going to say?
You know what? I got a call from, remember Marguerite Brower? Remember that name?
No, I'm not familiar with her.
They used to live next door to us. You wouldn't remember them, but the Browers lived next door to us on Cherry Street. Of course, this is before your time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And
the Little Italy there. You had the Little Italy going on.
I had Little Italy going on there, yeah.
Little Sicily and Little Italy.
Huh?
Little Sicily and Little Italy.
Oh, well, there was one Sicilian family next door to us.
That's it?
He and I never get along. he used to say, the kids used to ride around the house, our house, where I lived we lived in an upstairs flat.
Yeah.
And the kids used to take their bicycles and ride around the house. Because you couldn't ride up and down Cherry Street because
it was too busy.
Too busy, yeah. So they could ride around the house. And this guy used to sleep in that one bedroom. And because naturally you make noise, you giggle and whatever you do. And he'd go, I'm going to put a fence between your house and my house. I said, well, I'll tell you, I want to watch that. I said, because I don't know where you're going to stand. He only has 4 feet from his house to our steps. To go upstairs.
Yep.
And he only has 4 feet from his house before our house, before our house, the boundary line started. And he only had 4 feet to stand on.
Yeah.
I said, if you can stand and put that fence and stand on your side, I said, I want to watch that. Then you can put the fan on it because you're not going to stand on our sidewalk to get your fence up. He used to get so mad. And he was a Sicilian too.
Well,
I know how to deal with them.
You know how to deal with people being mad at you. You're just like, that's their problem.
That's their problem. I wasn't upset. My kids they could only ride around the house. They couldn't go up and down Cherry Street. There was too much traffic.
He probably told you what Grandpa told you.
What?
That one day I want to win an argument.
Well, I think he quit. He left.
Oh, he gave up because he was never right. Because you said, "Well, try being right." That's what you tell Grandpa.
I try used to tell him, I go, try being right and do the right thing, then we'll get along.
Yeah.
But yeah, we never, we never went to bed mad. Never stopped talking to each other.
Well, no, you can't stop talking with you. If he's living with you, you're going to talk to him whether he's listening or not.
I think he tried to convince me. I think he gave up, though. He quit. He left.
No, but you've lived to, almost 104. You've lived to that because guess what? You lived one day at a time.
That's all I could do. And I was always, and I think I was that way, Get today over with and see what happens. Deal with tomorrow when it gets to.
That always helps me, though. I told you, remember we were hanging out, I told JoJo that. I made him put a sign in his room one day at a time.
Oh, that's all you can do. You can't worry about it. And around here, it's funny. Most people are a little younger than I am. And they go, how did you do it? I said, I only took a day at a time. I dealt with whatever I had to deal with and I moved on. If I made it to tomorrow, then I'll work on it.
Did you ever worry?
Did I ever worry?
Yeah.
As a worrier? No, I don't think I did.
Sometimes I worry. I not too much. Once in a while, when I don't have all my energy moving, I worry. But for about a millisecond, and then I move on.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think I took anything seriously.
Okay.
Even when I walked out of the room or lost 10 credits, I threw an eraser at my algebra teacher.
Oh, you threw an eraser at your algebra teacher? That's awesome. Well, that's because he was getting unfocused.
Well,
because you were the cutest girl in town. I
was popular enough in school. I never set out to win anything, and I never was up front.
You always won because everybody knew you didn't care whether you won.
I didn't care if I won or not, and he always made remarks about how I dressed and how I looked.
Because you're the cutest. You're the cutest.
Well, I don't know.
I honestly, I did say, and now I'm older, I can joke around about this. I told one group one time, I said, my grandmother's the hottest 103-year-old you're ever going to meet in the world. I said, she's the cutest ever. I mean, everybody knows that.
I don't know about that. I had different ways of being, I wasn't the normal teenager or whatever. I was kind of a loner.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowed to be friends with too many people because we were in the wrong business.
Yeah. But guess what? You always believed in people.
Oh, yeah. I used to give them, if they needed something, if they say, I like that. Do you want it?
That's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I said, no, I didn't have any. I wasn't a hoarder. I wasn't a collector.
What's the best thing you ever gave somebody when they said, hey, I love that, and you just gave it to them and they couldn't believe it? Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
What was the best thing you ever get? Yeah, what's the best thing? What's the best gift you ever gave somebody when they said, I want that?
Nobody said I ever wanted it.
They just said, I liked it. When they said, I liked it.
Do you want it? Here, take it.
What was the best thing you ever, do you remember? I want to know.
No, I don't remember.
I'm going to do that.
I gave a lot of things up. Like sweaters, clothes especially. I always, if I couldn't have nice clothes, then I didn't get anything.
Exactly.
Grandpa used to get so mad at me because his family they weren't like that,
Did you know
we were. If you couldn't have the best, then you can't have it, then you don't want anything.
Yeah. You got to do the best because guess what? Your kids are the best, right?
Oh, I used to tell that to everybody. They go, you think your kids are better than anybody else? I go, yeah. And I said, and if you don't think your kids are better than anybody else, then there's something wrong with you.
That's a classic.
They used to get so mad at me.
Oh,
I did.
what about 2 weeks ago when I called you and I said, Dominic, it's great grandma. She's on the phone. And what did you tell him?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? This is the best line ever. You said,
What?
I'm greater than great, Dominic.
Oh, that one.
So he goes, I go, it's great grandma. And he goes, oh, great grandma. And you're like, whatever, I'm greater than great.
Oh, yeah.
Do you believe that?
So I made it past great.
Do you believe you're greater than great?
In age? Yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't know about
You're a
popularity.
great grandmother 4 times.
Oh, yeah, I know it. And guess what? Lisa's going to be a grandmother again 2 times. Maria's is pregnant.
Yeah.
And so is Angela's.
Oh my goodness!
What?
So you got another one. So now you're up to 5.
Yeah. I don't do a thing about it.
You don't do a thing.
I'm just.
You don't do anything.
I get all the accolades. Huh?
Yeah, because every day you just keep getting
Greater.
Every day you just keep getting greater. I'll tell you what, that was a classic when you said that, Dominic. He loved that.
Oh, he did, huh?
Oh yeah,
those things they won't ever forget.
Oh my goodness.
You know who called Annie M the other day?
Who's that?
Last week. You don't remember the people that lived next door to us on Cherry Street?
No.
The Browers?
Yeah, the Browers called. Yeah, no, I don't remember them.
Oh, well, Marguerite was my God. I sponsored her when she was confirmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many people have you sponsored?
Not too many.
Not too many.
1, 2, 3 or 4. I don't know. I lost track. I never paid that kind of. If they stayed in touch with me, and a couple of them moved to California, then I didn't hear from them again. But Marguerite called Emily, because Emily I had her graduation picture. Like I said, I was her sponsor for confirmation.
Annie M was the cutest.
Oh, she was so cute.
She's so funny. And my dad used to torture her.
Oh, so you know what his favorite line was?
What's that?
You want to see Emily cry? He'd make her cry. He was so bad.
Well, that's just because he knew he could get away with that.
Oh, and I go, Leah, stop doing that. There was nothing I could say to him. She'd be standing there, and and Annie M was such a good girl. I never had any problems with her at all. The boys I did, all 3 boys. I didn't know what to do.
The boys used to love to torture you.
Oh, they did.
Well, you're easily tortured. You got to admit that. Even though you didn't worry about it, you still.
I didn't worry about it.
But they that's why they like to torture you, because it didn't affect them, so they could torture you and they knew it wouldn't bother you.
It didn't bother me. This is what you have to deal with. Learn to live with it.
But do you know why you're still living?
Yeah.
I've been researching old people because you're so old. And so I'm like, who lives the longest? And did you know one of the top 3 reasons people live to be old is because they don't worry? You should have worried. You would have gotten your wish.
I would have died a long time. Oh, your grandfather was the greatest warrior in the world.
That's why he died so young.
He had to fix everything. I go, well, you can't fix people. They are what they are. You have to learn to live with them and without them.
Exactly.
I said, well, I was brought up in that era, don't forget.
You can't worry about it. I love that. You're like Padre Pio. Did you know that?
I'm like who?
Padre Pio. He's a saint. He said, pray, hope, and don't worry.
Well, I know. I don't think I think that used to drive my mother nuts, and I never worried about anything. Whatever the outcome was, I dealt with it.
Yeah.
Good or bad, and it wasn't
How do you
good
get that
either.
way? That's what I want to know. How do you get to not worry? How do you do that? What's the trick?
You have to be born that way. It's who you come from.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is.
So,
I don't
so
know.
all the people who didn't get the gift are not worried. They're just gonna worry.
No, they aren't going to worry. Don't worry, because it doesn't fix anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes things
Okay,
worse.
okay. Number one, don't worry because it doesn't fix anything. Why else? Don't worry because you're gonna live to be 104.
No, don't even think about that. Don't even think about 104.
Did you think you're gonna live to be 104?
No, I thought if I lived to be 50, it would be an accomplishment. Because both of my parents died at 50. I thought, well, if I could get to that, then that's something, At least I made it to that. From 50, I doubled it, or better than doubled it.
Well, all the people like in your, where you live, they all want to live. Don't they want to live forever?
Oh yeah.
What do you think
And
about
I go,
that?
Why? I think that's a horrible idea.
See, okay, the number 3 reason that to be able to be old is to be able to make it to be your age. One of the main reasons is you have to not care about living. You have to not die. You have to want to die.
Well, you have to know that that's inevitable.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to be realistic.
And believe me, I am the most realistic person you know.
Yeah. Well,
I don't pretend to be anything I'm not.
Well, you're resilient though.
Well, I try to make things better by being consistent. And I was always, everybody was always trying to change my mind.
Why would they do that? I think that's a dumb idea.
What? When your father's friend?
Yeah, they try to change your mind. What happens to them?
Yeah.
What happens to them when they try to change your mind?
Now they want to be like me.
No, your best line, Graham, is when you say I got so many best lines, but my favorite lines is when you say, "What? Don't they get you? Don't they get it? I made up my mind. I'm not going to change my mind. I mean, don't these people understand?"
Well, they want to fit in, and I didn't care if I fit or not. I really didn't, because I never did what most of the girls did in those days.
Yeah, and all the boys wanted you.
Oh, enough of them did. Yeah, I had
enough of them. And you know why they wanted you? Because they couldn't have you. That's what I tell young girls. If guys think they can't have you, they're going to want you. And you think that all the guys are going to want you because you do all these horrible things to get them to want you. That's just a dumb idea, too.
I didn't do anything. I was what I was. And I'd say things. I told you, Dad, your grandfather. I'm like, politically, we did not agree. You know that.
Oh, for sure. But you didn't agree with a lot of. You didn't agree with a lot of people. That's another way to live to be 104. You have to not agree with a lot of people.
Oh no, just because it made them popular or anything, I didn't care about that. I knew that if I walked in a room, I could get that kind of attention. People would look. They go, "Oh, that's a nice-looking girl," But I subconsciously, I think I knew that, but I never acted on it. I didn't make things better. My sister said, "You wear more makeup," She'd go, "Put the makeup on." I go, "I don't need it."
Of course you didn't need it. You were the cutest person in town.
It didn't matter to me whether I was or not. I got what I wanted the way I was,
So like what I tell my kids, don't worry about how you look, worry about how you love. Who cares about how you look? You can't change it.
And I was very loyal. I mean, if you had a friend in me, that was all you needed. Because I would support you no matter. I proved that through my lifetime here. I lived a lot of ways. I had to eat a lot of crow because I didn't believe in a lot of things, but I felt that that's what I had to do at that time. And I don't know. I managed. But I always wonder why people want to live long. You can't do your body. My mind might be okay, and it's not as bright. I'm not as quick as I was, but I think I do well with it. But your body doesn't cooperate with what your mind wants to do, and the parts are worn out. I don't know. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening.
Oh.
I gotta listen to you, because if you don't listen to you, you're gonna not like that.
Oh, well, I won't know it. And then you know what? And I won't care. You don't listen to me, that's your problem.
Oh, well,
I always tell my kids that you don't know if you would listen to me. Oh, your Uncle Frank and I go around and around on that. He's so different than even your dad or.
A lot of people.
All three boys are different.
A lot of people don't listen to you.
Oh no, but my own kids didn't listen. Your dad tries now to understand me more than anything, because he was with your grandfather a lot,
Yeah, he spent tons of time with him.
A lot of his traits. Your
I think he's got a lot of your traits, though.
More than he wants.
I think he's got more of your traits.
I'm bullheaded. Yeah, I make my mind up. That's it. Don't try to change it. Well, you can try, but it's not going to do you any good. I get more determined that way. I don't know, Justin. It's been a funny life for me, because it's so different than what I thought it was going to be.
Why? Why did you think it was going to be different?
Because of the way I was brought up.
You've been through like everything.
Oh yeah.
You've been poor. You've been rich.
Good and bad.
Yeah. You've been struggling. You've been doing great.
And it never changed me though. I started out wanting nice things.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't have nice things, I didn't want anything.
Yeah.
And they go, well, why don't you take? No, that isn't what I want. and we wouldn't settle for just my mom and dad were like that. They wouldn't settle for something mediocre if they couldn't have the best.
That's what I tell people. Kids deserve the best. Adults deserve the best, and that's what you should go for. Because if you do that and you get less than the best, who cares? But you deserve the best.
You can always aim for the better, You can always want it, and you can always go for it, but you don't always get it.
But like you said, be realistic, because it really doesn't matter.
It doesn't. And I found that out a long time ago.
And what matters is, Graham, is that you're right. That's what matters.
You think I'm right, huh?
I do. I don't disagree with barely anything you say anymore.
I know, not anymore. One time you didn't even hear me.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were, gonna live to. I didn't know you were gonna live to 104. That's for sure. I thought you were gonna, I thought you were gonna make it to like.
Everybody dies young, That's what I thought.
So what do you think about the line "the good die young"?
The good die young?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Oh, okay. Well, you better not, because then you wouldn't be good.
I don't know. I don't think. Well, there should be more people that are good that should live, so that they could pass on what they are.
For sure.
But, I don't. We always used to say, "Oh, she was too good to die." We needed them around longer.
The good die young.
I didn't say that to me. The good die young. Apparently, I wasn't that good.
Yeah, he did. God didn't want you.
Because there's no room for people like you up here, and he couldn't put me in hell because I didn't lie.
Oh, yeah, but you torture the people in hell. The devil definitely doesn't want you.
He doesn't even want me, huh?
You torture that guy. So God's trying to figure out what to do with you now. You're like, he doesn't want me, but the devil definitely doesn't want me. So God, you better
he leaves
take
me
me.
down here for everybody else to figure out what to do with me.
No,
One of the women that was real popular here
yeah.
died a couple days ago.
Oh, wow.
And it
Sorry
was too
about
bad
that.
because she was one of those joiners. She belonged in everything.
Oh, yeah, she
And
was.
she wanted to do everything. And I used to wonder how, but everybody liked her. She was a good person, you know. And I don't know, she got pelvic and she never healed from that. So and then they tested everybody around her, and I was one of them.
Yeah.
We used to have lunch with her on Sunday. And everybody enjoyed her. She was always a joiner, though. You know, she belonged in everything.
Like you. That's
Whatever
what you
they
do.
played, huh?
That's what you're a big joiner.
Oh, yeah, sure. Don't hold your breath. I don't do anything. I'm not a joiner.
No, you're definitely not a joiner.
And I never was.
Yeah, and you're
I
not.
started-
You're interesting because you're not a joiner or a creator.
No.
You don't
I
want to
just did
create
what
anything, and you don't want to join anything.
I want to enforce the good things.
You're the enforcer.
Not enough people listen to me, though.
Yeah, I think.
Even my own
I'll tell you
kids
what.
didn't listen.
Your poll ratings are way up than 30 years ago.
Well, now, yeah.
When I was 8, your poll ratings were really down. You were probably about 50% of the people liked you. But now that you're 104 almost, I think your poll ratings are you're up to 99%, like everybody who likes you.
Probably. Well, this Marguerite, I was telling you, this girl that
Does she like you now, even though she didn't like you?
She liked me.
Oh,
Her
she
sister
liked you.
didn't like me.
Oh, the sister.
She
Does the
always
sister?
wanted me to be her.
Does the
She
sister
wanted
like
me
you?
to be her mother. You remember Judy Brower? Remember that name?
Judy. Yeah, no, I don't remember Judy Brown.
Well, she used to be. That was Marguerite's sister, and she always wanted to be with your dad. She and your dad were buddies.
She wanted to date him.
I don't know. She wanted to be with him. Wherever he went, she wanted to be there. Marguerite wasn't like that. She and Aunt Laura were friends, and she used to. And she always thought I was a nice. She wanted to be more like me. Marguerite, she had 3 marriages.
Who doesn't want to be like you, Graham?
Not too many people.
I'm telling you, not now. Everybody wants to be like you.
Well, they wanted, because I made it this song with my attitude is what it was.
That's what my dad always says is, I go, what matters in life? He goes, the first thing that matters is your attitude. I go, what's the second thing? He goes, your attitude. I go, what's the third thing? He goes, your attitude. That's what he tells me.
Is that what he tells you?
Yeah.
Well, I really never, now your grandfather was different. He wanted everybody to like him.
Oh, he wanted his poll numbers to be up.
Oh, yeah. Not me. I didn't care.
You don't care about your poll numbers, but now your poll numbers are you've got a 99% rating. Everybody loves you.
Everybody's wondering how it happened or why did it happen.
Well, number one, we know it's because you don't worry.
Well,
number two, you don't follow the crowd. You don't care whether anybody follows you.
No, if I'm alone, I'm alone. That's it.
Number three, you're realistic. If you want to live to 104, those are the 3 things you got to do.
Well,
Not worry.
Write them down somewhere.
I'm taking it all in. Number one, you don't worry. Number 2, you don't care whether somebody follows you. You just do what's right. And number 3, you got to be realistic.
I had a good conscience.
Well, that's what you think.
I did. I still do.
Okay.
I don't have a guilt.
Is God ever wrong? Is God ever wrong?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. I remember one time I was younger. I thought you said that to me. I think you've changed your mind. You told me one day, well, then God's wrong. But I can't remember what it was.
Well, I used to pick on God because He didn't have things go my way.
Yeah, you wanted to go your way.
Yeah, and I wasn't getting any help from Him.
So what'd you tell him?
He was wrong. Huh?
Okay, so I'm not lying. You did say that.
I don't remember that.
Oh, whatever. You sound like you really are good at telling him he's wrong.
Well, when I don't get what I want, yeah.
Yeah.
And I generally, I don't make things that important to me. You know, if I can get something, I will, naturally.
But if not, no
but
big deal.
it's not necessary.
But,
I can compromise.
But honestly,
But
why are you still on
without.
this earth? Honestly. And don't give me your, one-liner
I
you
don't
always
know
give
why.
me.
I don't know why I'm still here.
You don't? You say it's because you say God doesn't want me. That's your big line.
I always say He doesn't want me, yeah. There's no room for people like me up in heaven. And He doesn't know where to put me.
You're
You
too
can't
big.
put me in
You're
hell
too
'cause I
great.
can do that
The new one. If you make it to 110, you're like, I'm 110. I'm too great for heaven. You know, I'm getting so great. There's not enough, enough room for me.
Oh, I don't know.
So you really don't know. Come on, I've asked you that question.
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you. I think I know why you're here.
Why?
To love my dad.
Oh, well, he's a good reason for it.
No, but you guys didn't always get along. And
no.
And I honestly think you're here for him, because I've just seen such a change in his spirit. Like,
really?
Yeah, he cares so much more, and I think it's because you've cared about him.
Oh, well, I did everything I could to help him be what I wanted, what I thought he should be, because he has such a potential, and he still does. He's still great at whatever he does. You know, he's not stupid by any means.
No, he's getting greater every day
very
too.
Bright. Huh?
He's getting greater every day.
Oh yeah, he's and I saw that with your mother. Because at one time, he never knew I was sick. He didn't think anything was wrong with me. And I was not a healthy person growing up.
Really?
After I got married, I had a lot of problems.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
What was the problem?
Oh, I had bladder, heart.
Oh, wow.
I had surgery on my feet. No, they couldn't, my bladder, I went to they used to have a clinic here in Erie.
Yeah.
And I had the best urologist in the country, Dr. Hess.
Oh, wow.
And when I went and I said to Dr. Trippy this one day, I said, send me to Cleveland, would you? He says, you have the best in the country in town. I said, he hasn't helped me. And I had bladder trouble for I don't know how many years. I said, I can't live like this. And I couldn't hold one drop of urine, nothing.
Oh, wow.
I ran to it, yeah. I had a few problems growing up.
And you still made it through and have made it this far.
And I went to Cleveland Clinic for 2 days. And I took one bottle of medication.
You said you never take medication.
I don't, just that time.
Just that time.
And it cured me. And I don't take medication now I do. I take a verapamil for my heart. I have a heart condition.
Yeah.
But my heart isn't going to give up.
No, you're not giving up. You're on fire. You're the chief. You're the chief.
I don't know what I'm doing. I do as little as possible. I always tell everybody.
That's the other way you get to be 104. Do as little, because that's what I tell you. I say, you know why you're living this long? Because the energy you put into life, like if somebody lives to 50, your 104 years equals their 50 years.
Probably. I don't know what it was.
I think that's the reason. I like that.
I have no idea why I'm here to torment most people.
Oh, who do you torment the most? Top 3 people.
Who I torment now?
Yeah.
With my attitude?
Yeah.
A lot of people.
No, you don't.
You don't think so?
Look, your poll numbers are through the roof right now.
I don't.
Everybody I talk to about you, they're like wanting to meet you. You're like a celebrity.
Well, that's because they don't believe what they hear.
That's because you're an artifact.
Most of that is true.
You're an artifact. You're a living artifact.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to quit anytime.
I even brought a bishop to come see you. Remember that?
I remember, yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 years. No, yeah, 4 or 5 years ago, yeah. He wants to come see you again.
Oh, he does. Seeing is believing, huh? You want to see what happened? Well, your parts were out.
Your parts do wear out.
Oh, they do. I don't care. I don't care what you take for them. They're going to wear out anyway.
But like you did, like you've taught me, don't be a nuisance. Don't ever hold a grudge. Be generous. You can't take it with you. Never talk bad about them, even if they're doing horrible things.
Oh yeah, I got this cute Valentine's card from Linda Fatica. You remember her?
Yep, I know her. Yep.
She sent me. Her husband died.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
Ago. She sent this Valentine's. The 10 most things I like about you.
Okay, what were they?
Oh, I put the card away. I was generous. I was forgiving. I didn't hold a grudge. All those, like I was kind. All those things. She had 10 of them, and she wrote them in. They didn't come printed.
Oh wow! Well, you made it a better place because you were born. Probably.
I don't know that she's always thought that, but she was Aunt Ollie's oldest daughter.
Yeah, I remember. I actually went and did an event for her in Lakeland, Florida, in her home.
Oh, is that right?
Yep, she had me come in and speak at the church.
That's wonderful. I don't think I knew that.
You didn't know that? Oh yeah, and they loved it. They had such a good job.
Well, I think she's really religious too.
Yeah,
and
she
her
started.
husband died a few years ago.
Yeah. But the number one thing you always teach me, like we talked about today, is wait till something happens and then deal with it. Quit worrying about it. Why worry about something that's not gonna? Why worry about something that might happen?
Yeah, fix whatever's wrong. Don't worry about what like dealing with it or trying to change it. You have to help it get better. That's all. And you're not going to get it all your way anyway.
Well, you make my life better, and you got to get on my dad because my dad's late to hang out with you.
Well, he comes at least once a week.
Oh yeah, his day's Thursday though, right? So who comes?
Yeah.
Who comes Monday?
Uncle Frank.
Uncle Frank. Who comes Tuesday?
And then he sometimes comes on Tuesday. He takes me to the doctor.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Frank, he's different.
He's Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Who comes Wednesday?
Well, they leave Wednesday open for me because they think I'm going to win a bingo.
Oh, you do win a bingo. Are you the bingo champion?
Well, I think I won the most money there.
That's because you don't care about winning.
Well, I don't care. I'm playing with their money anyway. I'm giving it back.
Yeah, exactly. So nobody comes Wednesday. My dad comes Thursday. Who comes Friday?
Uncle Frank. He comes at least twice a week.
When does Uncle Jeff come?
He came yesterday.
Oh, he came yesterday. And what about Aunt Laura?
They all come.
Aunt Laura's in Florida right now.
She's in Florida, and so's Auntie M.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Ron called me yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's been good about calling even, And I don't think he ever paid any attention to me at all.
See, all these people that didn't pay attention to you spend the most time on the phone with you. What's that about?
Well,
I tell people I average like 2 hours with you.
No, he doesn't talk that long. No.
Do you and I talk the longest?
I think so.
Yes. I like to win. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I love about life is winning. Like that's why I like coaching basketball because I want to win.
Oh, well, that's different. Mentally, and your heart has to be in what you do.
Oh, I love it. You got to come see me coach basketball.
Well, we'll see. when you bring it here.
All right, I'm bringing it there. I'm going to bring it there.
Oh, I might do that.
Oh my, that'll be the greatest day ever.
I'll sit way in the back so I can be the first one to leave.
But I did talk to the film crew. They want to come interview you.
Oh, they better not.
Why not? You can tell them all the old bad stories about me.
About you?
Yeah.
You didn't care any more than I did. Only you were too young to be that way.
No, it was funny. I was joking around. I brought it up to the film crew that were like that. They're doing this show. I said, "You got to meet my grandmother." So I started just telling them about you. I didn't even, and they're like, they were nervous a little bit. They're like, could we film her? She seems unbelievable.
I don't know what you did. What you said was unbelievable. I am what I am.
Well, just the story about Dominic when he said, "I'm just getting greater every day." I mean that one's just like that one.
You like that? Huh?
I mean I like it because it's mysterious. You know what I mean? Like you mean it literally, but when somebody hears it, they like take it figuratively. So that's why I like it because it's like mysterious. And you're not a mysterious person because you're a direct hitter.
Oh, I'm direct as right. Like I remember your grandfather used to say, you don't have to say everything. I said, well, those are the things that have to be said.
Yeah.
The things that you think I shouldn't say everything. You know.
I got that from you.
Oh boy.
Because I'll see a kid like he's in the third row, and on my heart I know he doesn't have a dad, or on my heart I know some kid wants to give up on life, and I look at the kid, I'm like, don't give up. Or I'll look at the kid and say, I'll say, look, your father might have left, but you don't have to give up. You're a gift. And everybody's like, you have to say everything. Why?
Grandpa used to say, you have to say what you think. I go, yeah. If they ask me, I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
If they don't ask me, I don't say anything.
Exactly.
I'm not a hog about the attention, huh?
But the worst part of life is, all the people are like, so what do you think? But they just want you to agree with them?
I don't know what they think. They want me to tell them how great they are.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't, if I don't.
I like you because you don't think I'm that great.
You surprise me that you've come a long, long way though, and it's all good. Nothing you've done is disappointing. I'll put it that way.
Well, coming from you, Graham, I don't care if everyone in the world doesn't think that I'm okay. That you said that, you made my day.
Okay. No, I think when you were growing up, you never cared about what anybody thought. And I thought, what is that kid going to amount to?
Nothing.
Like it was always whatever you thought at that moment, that's what you went with.
Yep.
And I didn't see a lot of good in it. I thought you were crazy half the time. You were a pop man. I thought, or the otters.
Yeah. I was the pop man. I was the Erie Otter.
Yeah. And I thought, anybody that's as crazy as all that, there has to be something wrong.
There's something wrong with me, right?
Well, no, there wasn't. You had a goal. You didn't even know it, though.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't know it. You were heading in that direction.
But now I've got to go.
I couldn't recognize it.
What do you think, like, I'm just interested, like, seriously. What do you think my goal is? What do you think my goal should be?
Make things better.
Yeah.
Anything. Whatever you do, you want to make it better.
Yeah, because I got a kid right now. His dad gave him $200, Graham. Didn't tell him where he went. Left him. And he doesn't. I talked to the dad today, and he doesn't even know if he's coming back. And he said, "You got to take care of my son. What are you gonna do?"
You have to take care of him.
No, he didn't say I have to. He said basically you got to take care of my son. Meaning, can you help? Can you help out?
Steer him and go in the right direction.
Yeah.
Just just keep repeating what you say, you know, and show them examples.
You're good at that.
Result.
You're good at that. I have a whole journal about what you say.
Well, you have to show them that eventually it does get better.
Yeah.
You might not recognize it at first, but things are going in that direction if you're consistent. But you can't be shifting with the wind, you know. You go this way, you go that way. You have to have a goal.
No,
and
for sure.
I don't know. I don't know that I always wanted to be a good person. I think that's was my goal. I didn't care if I won a popularity contest or anything. But I always wanted to be known as a good person, and I think I pretty much was.
No, you're not a good person.
I'm not?
No, you're great.
Oh.
Did you forget? Did you forget?
I forgot that after being good, you get great. No, I never thought
And you don't have to do anything about it.
No, I didn't do anything. I just was what I was.
No, that's what I tell everybody. I say, you don't have to do anything to be good. God already made you good. So you've got to realize how good you are, and then you'll stop screwing up.
And then work on not be consistent, you know. And I think I always was.
You're consistent, all right.
Oh, I take the good with the bad.
You're consistent.
And I've had a lot of bad breaks in my lifetime.
Well, your bad breaks have made you a better person.
I think it did. I really do. Even the way I was brought up with the right message.
Yep.
But not the actions were not always good.
And one of my favorite things you always say is, you're not the only one that counts. Just remember that.
Oh, you're not. You're just a product of the whatever era you were born in. But you have to make it better before you leave. And I kind of hope maybe people will think of that.
Well, I know for certain. You got to put look, I think, this is what I think. You've got to put in, I want to be voted to share about you when you're 119 and you win the oldest person in the world, and then you go to heaven. I want to tell everybody about you.
Wait a minute. What are you wishing on me? 119?
Yeah, you gotta make it to 119.
I can't do that. That's too much work.
Oh,
I'm too lazy for that.
Come on.
I don't have the energy for that.
Oh, you got the energy.
Wearing out.
Let me tell you something. You've got the energy, because I tell people, all right, my grandma's almost 104. She's the only person that can wear me out. You just wear me out. I'm like,
you're a piece of cake.
To wear out?
Oh yeah, I can wear you out. I know that.
No one would think they could wear me out. You're the only. I'm serious. You're the only person that I've ever met that think they can wear me out. Everybody's like, I can't wear that guy out.
No, I know. I learned how to do that when you were growing up.
Whatever. I didn't even pay attention to you.
I know you didn't know I was around. You didn't care either.
Yeah, but I think I was wearing you out when I was younger.
Well, you were different. Put it that way. I had to come up with a different way of handling you, because you didn't pay any attention to anybody.
Nope.
And you know what used to baffle me is your mother. How she dealt with that. She's the one that should be the saint.
Oh, she's unbelievable. She always saw good in me. I always tell people I could kill somebody, and she'd be like, you did it the best way.
Yeah. So your mother never, I used to be amazed at that. I go, why do you take him with you? I would leave him home.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'd stay home with him. I wouldn't go out.
But you're amazing, though. That's all I know.
I don't know about that part of it. But when I'd be with her and you used to wear me out.
Yeah, I don't wear you out anymore. Now you wear me out.
The way you wanted to do them. And I go, you shouldn't be doing that. Well, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Well, that's the way he is. I go, well, change him.
Change him. Make him like me. And now I'm like you.
Now you're more like me than the rest of them.
Yep.
You had to buy it all. Huh? I don't know if your father's so crazy about that.
No, I think he's not crazy about what?
About how you turned out. I mean, like
You don't
would have
think?
liked you to go and. Oh no, he likes that you're accomplishing what you want to do.
Yeah.
That he's
I
accept-
think as he's gotten older, he really has come around.
Yeah.
He's come around to what I'm doing. I think because he told me one time, he said, "You're one of the few people that I know that did what you love and made no
That's
excuses,
wonderful.
and you just did it. You didn't take the easy way out."
And I think he meant that. He
Yeah.
means that.
Yeah. No, I do.
And I think he's proud of what you're doing. And he did it, and you did it. You didn't get any help from anybody.
No, I got zero help.
I think
You're the only one that's helped me. A few other people from the family, but you've helped me
I didn't
with
help
the
you
time.
with anything except talking to you.
Yeah, you talked to me, but you've gave some help here and there. But what I do know is that you were one of the few people that always, like when I changed my life, you always got me. You know what I mean? You always, when I changed my
tried to say
life,
the right thing.
no, you don't ever say what, so you want somebody to hear. You liked that I was praying. You liked that I had faith.
Anybody that went that way and put God in their life first. Are
Yeah.
you kidding? There isn't enough of that. And I think that's what we need more of. Not this self-satisfaction thing. This is what I want to do, and I want to do this, and I want to... No. That's not why you do things, because I want to do them.
Correct.
It's the good thing to do, and you have to sacrifice things, and you do.
For sure.
I said that. And I was always... Grandpa would get mad at me because I give a lot of things away. He'd go, well, you needed that. I said, I don't need it as much as they do, so
Yeah.
they can have it.
Like I tell you, can have 50 toys or you can have 5 toys, but guess what? You can only use one toy at a time.
Oh, that's it. And
So
then
why
you don't
have
even
50?
need the toys. You can watch somebody else enjoy them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's even.
Like my buddy, he loves using our pool. We have a pool. He loves using our pool. I said, why do you like using our pool? He goes, because I don't have to take care of it, and I can come over anytime.
Oh, he's being honest.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'll show up from like vacation, and he doesn't even ask to come, and he's at the pool, lounging out. I'm like, this guy's a character.
Oh, cute. Yeah. Well, at least he's honest about what why he feels the way he feels.
Yeah.
Most people aren't.
Oh no, this
They-
guy.
they-
That's
they
why.
put it down.
That's why him and I are like we're super close friends. Because even though I disagree with half the things he says and does, he at least says them.
At least he's being honest with what he's thinking.
Yeah, so he's trustworthy.
Oh, yeah. That's wonderful.
No, but we got to hang out again like we did.
Yeah. Well, anytime. I'm not going anywhere. Like I always tell everybody, the only time I'm going to go is when they carry me out.
You got to call me on my birthday again. You called me on my birthday 2 years ago.
I did?
2 years ago.
Well, if I get around,
June 22nd.
I know it's the 22nd, but
All right, I'm just
I
making
know
sure. I'm
it's
seeing if you
June.
forgot.
no, I thought it was the 26th, actually.
Oh, see, so you didn't even know my birthday. Come on. But you have like hundreds of birthdays to remember because you got.
Oh, I do a lot.
You have
I do so
67 grandchildren, right? What do you have? How many grandchildren you have? 47?
I don't know. No, I only have 27.
Oh, 27. How many great grandchildren?
Oh, I don't know. I have more than that.
40 something.
I don't know. I don't.
You're really great. That's all you know.
I didn't make myself great. I am what I am, good or bad.
Well, it's
Whatever
the same
it
thing.
is, it is.
Look, God makes us great. We're not great because of us. We're great because of God. God made you great.
He made me. He had a purpose for having people like me live this long.
And you're gonna have 5 great grandchildren.
Oh boy!
If you make it to a great grandchild, I'll tell you what, we gotta have a party for that.
So, Lena's what? 13.
Yeah, you got a shot.
That's
You can make it to 110.
bite your tongue, would you?
You 110. If you can't make it to one, you're in loss. I already told you. You can bet on my grandmother to be the oldest person in the world. She's like on the poll for Las Vegas. She just made it. If you look it up, go look it up. That's what I tell everybody. You can bet on my grandmother to be the oldest person in the world. Everybody's going to go look that up, I'm telling you.
No wonder how it happened. I was bootlegger's daughter.
And now you're the artifact.
I don't know what I am. There has to be a word.
You're amazing. That's what you are. No, you're amazing. You're my big encourager.
Well, I'm different, that's for sure.
And I'm different.
That I know, that's from talking to anybody.
Well,
I don't feel about people the way most people feel about people, you know?
No, but guess
I
what?
let them be what they are.
But you're consistent.
Oh, very. I made it. Like I said, I made up my mind. Yeah.
Yep. And
It is what it is.
And you're gonna keep it going. But I love you, Graham. But I'm
love
gonna
you,
call
Graham.
my dad though after I get on the phone. Dad, I stayed on the phone with Graham for like an hour, and you didn't even show up. She thought you were gonna come. You better get there.
He's taking your mother to get her hair done.
Oh yeah, well that's
And
gonna
I
take
don't
a
know
while.
if he's. I don't know. if
My
he's
mom's got
waiting
some
for her.
foo-foo hair. She's got to foo-foo it up.
Or whatever. I couldn't wait till I couldn't wait till I didn't have to bother with my hair. And
Yeah.
guess what? I don't bother with
Do
it.
you get haircuts?
I get a haircut. I have to. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't want to wear long hair.
Yeah.
I can't stand all this stringy long hair anymore. I never did like it anyway. Even when I played Pocahontas and I was in elementary school at Irving. They needed Pocahontas, and I had the long black hair.
Yeah, but that's because you were the darkest and had the, you're Italian.
I looked like Pocahontas. So. Oh well.
And that's why you're the cutest person.
I don't know about cute, but I had different ways of being. I really never cared about a party.
That was your way. That's why they all liked you. We already told you that. They all liked you because they couldn't have you.
I was honest.
That's the trick.
I don't know.
No, but keep
And
it.
people don't like real honest people. You have to say what you said. Grandpa used to be that.
What's
you
that?
know. Because you have to say everything.
Oh,
you
yeah, you
think.
have to
I
say
said,
everything you think.
If they ask me, yeah. I'm not going to butter it up. It is what it is for me. You don't have to agree with it.
I agree. I agree with most things you say, though. How can't you agree? You got to get brave to be. You got to be brave to be old. Live one day at a time. What about this one? One of my favorites is this. Mary had Jesus. He was a boy. Boys and girls are different. Get over it. That's one of my favorites.
Is it? Well, I'm glad I told you that. 'Cause they go, girls want to be like boys. They want to be treated the same way. I said, Mary had, I don't know, this came out of nowhere, not too long ago either. I said, she didn't even have a husband. And she had Christ. I said, she had, and then Joseph married her anyway. And they had their own family, right?
Exactly.
And I said, so she had a boy, not a girl. So tell me there's not a difference.
Exactly. What about this one, Graham? You think you're always right, and you say, well, I try to be.
Well, that's it. I try to be right, and I try to be good.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the way I see it. I'm not deliberately mean about anything.
No.
I don't think I ever was.
No. And when I hung out with you with JoJo, you told my son this. You are who you hang out with. Just remember that.
Well, there's a Sicilian expression.
Yeah.
You tell me who you go with, and I'll tell you what you are. And in Italian, in Sicilian, I keep thinking that. Tell me who you go with, and I remember dimmi con chi vai e ti dirò chi sei, and that. Tell me who you go with, and I'll tell you what you are.
That's one of my favorites.
You have to pick out.
I got so many favorites. I couldn't even pick. I got so many favorites.
I was brought up on those. I was brought up on Proverbs. My mother was great with
you
that.
know the top one though. Do something good and forget about it. Do something bad and think about it. That's the classic.
Absolutely.
When you do something good, forget about
think
it.
About that.
When you do something bad, think about it. That's your classic.
And repent. Oh yeah. And I try not to be bad. You know, I try not to think bad things. And I don't think I do. I give people a lot of benefit of the doubt. And believe me, I don't like a lot of the stuff I see. And what bothers me most is people can't accept who they are as they get older.
Yeah.
They want to stay the same in some things, and they want to be different in other things. No, you get older in everything, and you have to just try to act that way. But I don't know.
When we went to lunch with Catherine last year, did you know you stopped traffic?
I did.
Yeah, we were walking across the street. I said, Graham, don't go. She goes, whatever, they're going to stop. They see me, they'll stop. And you just kept going, and everybody stopped. Like, she's Moses. You can part the Red Sea.
I can part the Red Sea. I don't remember that, but that's okay.
Well, you don't remember it because it happens to you every time. You're just like, that's just a normal life. I can stop traffic. I'm Graham Fatica. I'm great.
I don't say that, though. I don't think I am. I
know.
I think it's comical, really.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. I mean, that's why, look, you couldn't get away with it if you weren't 104, almost 104.
No, that's the truth.
So you can get away with almost anything now.
Well, I try not to.
No, I know. Like the one time you got pulled over, remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And you told the guy to write you a ticket because, he didn't want to give you a ticket because you were old and he felt bad. And
Not only that, I was Stacy. I was who's grand?
You were speeding.
That's Fred, huh?
You were speeding.
I was speeding. Yeah, I got pulled over for going too fast.
96 or 95 or something like that.
And he said, I can't give you a ticket. No, I was related to one of you boys. And I think it was JC.
Yeah, JC. It was Ben, his buddy Ben.
Yeah. He said, JC would never forgive me if I said, JC probably wouldn't care. He'd probably think I deserved it anyway. But I didn't get a ticket.
Oh, man. I thought he wrote you up one. That's what I always thought.
No, I never paid that ticket.
Oh, you maneuvered the system.
He started to write it.
You maneuvered the
system. He started
system.
to write it. Then when he heard the name, he go, "Oh, you JC's grandmother."
Oh, my brother got you a ticket. Now that's the true story. All right, I like that.
That's the true one. Oh, that's true.
That's impressive.
I don't know if he remembers it, but I.
No, he remembers it. I brought it up to him before.
Oh, did you? That was funny, but JC would never. I said JC wouldn't care. She deserved it. Give it to her.
No, he would care. He would care. He's got a good heart.
I don't know.
He's got a good heart.
I thought, hey, I got the ticket. I should pay it, right? And I put my hand out. He goes, I can't give you the ticket. Don't.
You were speeding though. How do you get pulled over for speeding at 95? I mean, that's just pretty impressive.
I don't know how old I was, but
you were old.
He said to me, "Do you know what the speed limit is here on Grub Road?" I said, "I don't know." I really didn't know what the speed limit was.
Why would you? You do what you want to do.
and I was willing to pay.
Of course you were.
So, that wasn't the right thing to do. I knew that too.
But all I know is whether you think you're great or not, I think you're one of the greats.
Well, thank you for that, but you're living in a make-believe world.
Whatever. I'm doing the poll numbers. I'm going to start interviewing people. What do you think of my grandmother? And wait till the film crew comes over. I'm definitely sending the film crew.
You better not.
I'm telling you. I'm sending them. We're going to call up Spring Hill, say, hey, this lady's the greatest lady around.
Don't do that. They won't agree with it. They're all wondering too, but that's okay.
They love
them
you
wonder.
there. They love you.
Let them wonder.
They love you there.
I don't know. I'm not in the way. That's why. I don't give them any extra concern.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'll never forget that when somebody said, "Your grandma lives in the assisted living if she's 103." I said, no, she takes care of herself.
Independent living.
And they didn't believe me. They actually argued with me. They argued with me and said, "There's no way your grandmother lives in independent living." I go, "Well, go meet her so you know," because she goes, "I'm a nurse there, and there's no one that's 102 or 100 that's doing." I said, "You got to go see for yourself. I'm telling you the truth."
She's 100. She's a year younger than I am.
Yes. Where's she at?
And she's in assisted living.
Oh, okay.
But she doesn't. She can get her own meals. They have their own dining room, I guess. But she's and Betty got put into assisted living. She's bedridden now.
How old is she?
Yeah.
How old is she?
Can't get out of bed. She's 99.
Wow. Yeah, and Uncle Sam, he just passed away. He was 99.
Oh, he loves life. You know, I don't know. Between you and him, I'm not sure who loves life better than, whether he loves life better than you or you love life better.
I think he loves life better than me because I'll tell you what, he was unbelievable. I mean, that guy, holy cow. You want to talk about a positive guy. He was so positive.
Oh, right. I mean, he had a goal and he went for it and he got what he wanted. He had everything he wanted. He couldn't part with anything that was important to him. I don't know what they did with all his things that he had in that apartment. That's why he didn't want to move. Because he should have gone to assisted living.
Yeah.
And he was still driving.
The whole way through, still driving. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you that you're a gift, Graham, and I love you, and I'm going to keep reaching out to you, okay?
Thank you. Anytime.
All right.
I'm not going any. Like I said, if I go anywhere, they'll have to carry me out. That's
but you got to call me on my birthday this year.
I'll call you on your birthday.
All right, deal.
Okay.
Deal. All right, I can end this call. I can end this call knowing I got a call coming on June 22nd.
Okay.
All right, I love.
Write it down somewhere.
I love you, Graham. Tell my dad I said hello.
I will do that.
All right,
I'm
peace.
surprised he's not here by now.
I know. I'll text him. I'll mess with him.
Okay.
All right, love you.
Thanks for calling. Yeah.
Always.
I love you too, hon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Encouragement Conquers All podcast with Justin Fatica. Make sure to subscribe and follow to be notified when the newest episodes of the podcast go live. You can find contact information and important links in the show notes. Stay tuned for the next episode.